boys and girls. I am Miss Moran, and welcome to your math lesson. This week, we're going to be reviewing something that we already learned about earlier, but we're going to review it because the work is a little bit easy, but the words are in English, so we have to learn the vocabulary in English. So I'm going to review them, the words we're going to be using all of this week, and then we are going to do an activity, and then we'll talk about your homework. So we are going to be able to see groups of things, and we're going to decide if that group has more, less, or the same. So let me talk about each one. More, this is a group that has more. That means it has a lot. So this group has more than this one. More in Spanish means más. So este grupo tiene más bolitas que este de aquí. Okay? So more means a lot. Less means it has a little. See how this one has a little bit of dots or balls than this one? This one has a lot. This one has more. This one has less or a little. Less in Spanish is menos o tiene poquito. Okay, so this one has less. And then the new word that maybe we haven't talked about a lot is same. Same is the same. Same is also like they are equal. So whatever you have in one group, you have it on the other group. So here we have a group with 3 balls, and then this group has 3 balls. So 3 and 3 is the same. They're equal or they're the same, okay? So we're going to be looking at different groups, and we're going to decide which one has more, which one has less, or maybe which one has the same amount or the groups are equal, okay? So let's get started with our activity today. Okay, so now we're going to do our activity. Remember, more means when a group has a lot, less means when a group has a little, and same means when the two groups have the same amount. Like this one has 3 balls, and then this one has 3 balls. So let's start our activity, and we'll have this so that we can look at it if we need to. So this is your activity that we're going to do today, and your homework's going to look very much the same as this one. So up here we have a question, and then here we have our groups. Here we have a circle. In this circle, we're going to move it to whether if it's group 1, group 2, or if they're the same. Okay? So the question is, which group has less? Less. Remember, less is when it has a little bit. So which group has less? Group 1 or group 2? So look at group 1. Group 1 has 1 and 2 candies. And group 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4 candies. So which group has less? Is it 1? Is it 2? Or they both groups have the same amount? It's group number 1, right? So 2 is less than 4 candies. This one has less candy. All right, let's go to our next activity. It says up here, which group has more? So is it group 1 has more or group 2 has more? Remember, more means that it has a lot. So which one has a lot? Is it group 1 that has more, or is it group 2? The group 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So group 1 has 5, and group 2 has 1, 2, 3. So which one has more? Group 1 or 2? It's going to be group 1, right? It's not group 2 because 3, this group 2 has 3 only, and this one has 5. So this is less. This one has more. And they're not the same because if they were the same, both of them will have 3 or both of groups will have 5. So the answer is 1. Group 1 has more candies than group 2. All right, let's go to our last one. And this one is asking which group has less. So which one has less? Less means which one has a little. So let's look at them. Group 1 has 1 and 2, and group 2 has 1 and 2. So group 1 has 2 candies. Group 1 has 2 candies, and group 2 has 2 candies. So which one has less? Is it group 1, group 2, or they're both the same? The answer is going to be the same, right? Because this group has 2 candies, and this one has 2 candies. Okay, so now that we looked at that, let's talk about your homework. Okay, boys and girls, so now let's talk about your homework. For today's homework, on the very top, we're gonna have three problems. These are the problems, or three slides that are where you're gonna have to answer a question. But on the very first slide, I put this so that it can help you have a visual of what more looks like. More is a lot, less is a little, and the same means that two groups have the same number, like three balls here and three balls over here. So you can go back to this first picture if you forgot which one's more and which one is less. Okay, so your homework is going to be very similar to the activity we did earlier, but the numbers are going to be different. The number of candies in each group will be different. So up here, you will have the question. But if you click here, remember, you will get this and you push play, and then I can read it for you. Now, this is the circle or oval that you're going to be moving. So your answer, you're either going to choose group one or group two, or you're going to say it's the same number or the same amount down here. All right. So these are your three questions that you're going to have. And why is it important to learn about more and less and the same or equal? It's important to learn about the vocabulary, those words, because it helps us look at different groups and decide which one has more, which one has less. It helps us determine a value of something. How much do we have? Is it a lot that we have, or is it a little bit? Or everybody has the same amount? All of these are skills that you need for your life. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I will see you here tomorrow. Bye bye.